feel like I was the luckiest young man coming along. I was number 3 of 3 children in our family, and my parents were incredibly nurturing. My summers were absolutely kind of the golden months of the year. I always felt the most comfortable being at our quarries and being in the shop. And so at a very early age, probably around 12, I started to come to work with my father, and so we started our day at 6:30. All the men would come around the time clock and they would punch in, and there was a Lance cabinet, and they'd grab a pack of peanuts and pour it in their Coke, and they drank a Coke and ate the peanuts all in one as breakfast. I was always saying, let me. And whether it was rebuilding an engine or whether it was driving a piece of equipment, my dad and his team did a phenomenal job of keeping me extremely challenged. And now I have so much appreciation for that, because what we know is that the best way for somebody to grow is to give them more than they think they can handle and provide some resources around them and then hold them accountable for the results. So going to Virginia Military Institute really stressed, stretched, and demanded of me. But going to VMI definitely gave me, I would say, a level of confidence around leadership. When I finished VMI, my dream and love was always racing, was always competing and doing it kind of through whether it was motorcycles or now stock cars. I had been racing stock cars locally for about 3 summers. So after graduation, I moved to North Carolina. Our company family owned the racing team, and I raced on the Busch circuit down there for about 3 years to the end of 1986. My parents were amazingly supportive of me chasing my dream, not their dream. When I came back to the company, I started in our training program, which really puts folks interested in management right at the front line. And it would have been much easier to have put me in parts of the business that were, I wouldn't say on autopilot, but they were much easier to run. And I think they gave me some of the most difficult areas to oversee. And I'm totally grateful for that now. What I saw was my parents modeling at a very early age philanthropy and trying to make a difference and giving back, whether it's time, money, resources, advice. My mother was on the board of Children's Hospital, and I remember going over there with her one day, and I said, "Mom, why do you come here?" And she said, "It makes a difference to me that I'm making a difference in somebody else's life. I think the impact that you leave on people is the biggest and most lasting impact that you can have in life." So part of that is the philanthropic side, that you're trying to support folks and causes that ultimately move the needle for organizations and that end up impacting people in a positive way. So it's fun.